Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's debate. Our topic this evening is this House believes that the private lives of celebrities should remain private. And very interesting topic. So I'd like to call the Prime Minister of the government at this time for the opening remarks of this debate. Okay, please. Let's give a hand.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I'm a Prime Minister of the government side, and I will talk about the House
Believes.
believes that the private lives of the celebrities should remain private, and you would like to define the range of the word of the private is when public want to know beyond the things that celebrities say voluntarily, or the rest of the things that we should know about them related to the activities or their job. And we would like to define the celebrity is the related in commercial thing, like a TV show or some kind of news like that. And I would like to make a resolution about the reason to
Okay.
how can I say
Just
it?
keep talking.
Yeah, okay. Reason to 찬성. How can I say it? 찬성.
Agree?
Agree. Okay. Agree with that
Topic.
In the Constitution, in the Korean Constitution, always support the one human's happiness right and basic right, something like there's many things who want to keep their private things. The Korean government should keep their private many things. In an article of 17th Constitution always says they most of in the Korea all of human is the value they can 보장되다. How can I say?
Guarantee.
Guarantee.
They can guarantee by the government to their private. It is very important thing because most of public want to invade the celebrities private, but so their private is always invaded to public, so they always suffer from the main thing to public. And I think celebrity is the one human in the Korea, so we always concern about their private thing and their own basic right. So we agree with that topic. And Power? Yes, this is all of my opinion. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister. Okay, at this time I would like to call the opposition leader to the podium for his opening statement.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm first to the debate on opposition side, and I listened to first Prime Minister's speech very carefully, and I thank for his speech. Then I'm going to move on to the rebuttal before developing my argument in this. We think that we strongly believe that the celebrity is quite different from the ordinary group of people. And the celebrity, the influence of celebrity is too strong enough to influence anyone in our society. And if I commit the crime, or if let's suppose that I commit a crime today or right after this debate, no one will be easily confused, and no one will be easily moved by my bad activities. But while celebrating commit a crime, then I think that many people will think that it's unforgettable by anyone because it's celebrated. But anyone, and then many people in our society at least to pay attention to many celebrities every day and every time and every minute. So we think that their behavior and what they do is very important, judging from their great influence on our society and people. So we think that they are quite different from ordinary people, so they should be classified differently. That is our point. Then I'm going to move on to my rebuttal. Our first argument is the role model. And then our second argument is the right to know. And our third argument is the bad impact of entertainment industry. And then I'm in charge of first argument, and then second and third argument will be elaborated by our handsome opposition speaker, Mr. Jung. I'm going to debate my first argument. I'm going to debate over my first argument. Okay. We think the role model is someone who we deserve to follow, and we think that the role model is the great example for someone who want to be someone like role model. And we think that especially teenagers are exposed to TV and exposed to many mass media. So in this situation, the influence of celebrity is really strong, as I have told you in my rebuttal. Even if they just do something wrong, even if it is very trivial, every teenagers who is very sensitive pay attention to what has happened, what has committed by celebrity. So we think that in terms of perspective of role model, in terms of perspective of role model, and in terms of perspective of teenagers, they are really likely to be easily influenced and easily polluted by the behavior committed done by the celebrity. Because if they just come to trivial crime, then the police comes and also the reporter will suddenly will suddenly go into the place where the crime or such or accident happens, and then report will exaggerate what happened, and then it is going to be known to anyone in our society, and through many methods like newspaper or TV shows or something like that, then their life is well known to the teenagers and 20s who want to be the president or who want to be somehow celebrate, including the president or politicians. So in this case, the teenagers easily get information from TV and newspaper because that is very close to teenagers, and then it takes only small amount of money and small amount of effort to get such a things. And teenagers is not nature, so they easily become angry, and they may have difficulty in making decisions. So in that case, if the such a role model was wrong, then teenager may be easily influenced and easily goes wrong, according to the bad example made by celebrities. And giving an example, the Big Bang or the President Lee also committed many crimes, then our citizen is looking at him in the case, not only teenagers, but also many people are seriously being influenced by a crime committed by current President Lee. In that case, judging from his great influence, then such a celebrity should be prudent in doing everything, regardless of private life or not. Then such a great influence, according to such a great influence, there should be no exception. Whether what they do is the private life or public life. And so we believe in this way. Thank you for listening. In spite of my terrible debate.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Opposition Leader. Okay, at this time, I would like to call the Deputy Prime Minister of the government to the podium, please.
말이야 잘 안
Go
나와.
ahead.
Hello. I'd like to introduce the second argument of our department. And the second one is that when the private or celebrity is invaded, they can suffer from a lot of mental stress. And even it can be worse. It causes a very high rate of committing suicide or suffering from depression because of invasion of privacy. For example, the first case is that stalking.
여보세요?
Yeah. So many
지금
celebrities' private lives invaded by intervened by many public stalking and too much attention to them. So, for example, one of the young girl from a singer group, once mentioned about that. She is very afraid when she go back to her own room or own house because in front of her house there are many guys who want to get more information.
Yeah.
So sometimes it is very, she said that it is sometimes very scared to go home. And like that. And that is one case. And the other case is sometimes the rumor or the invasion of private can be exaggerated. So it can cause them a lot of hurt. Yeah. For example, one singer, the news, the exaggerated news was published. One singer is died and or divorced already, but that is not true. But the information was exaggerated, so it caused her suffering from a lot of stress and emotional burden. And the second thing is, and the third one is that sometimes when the celebrities does not tell their private lives, they are criticized by public. For example, if one does not want to open her publish her own wedding, but some other publics criticize her or him because they want to know more details about their weddings like that. But it is their own right to choose whether she will open it or not. But sometimes they are criticized and they got emotional hurt. And the most important case is that nowadays the online announcer are suffering from stress because the news of her divorce was published already. So she got maybe she still have a job and she's still working, but it could be at home as a woman. So this is another problem. And our last argument is that the dignity of human can be decreases because of the private of celebrities, the invasion of private of celebrities can be used as commercial profit. For example, and another thing is that the government is very related to the media, and media is very controlled by government a lot. So when the government wants to hide some big issue from the public, they intentionally or deliberately change public's attention to the hot issue about the celebrity life. So and therefore we cannot value the price, but the invasion and the private lives of celebrity is traded a lot of very big money on trading. So if someone gives some source or information about the private life of celebrity, then it can be bought by a lot of and what is more important is that the government or media can deliberately use the source and use the source exaggeratedly to sell the information and to catch attention, the public's attention to it deliberately. So there is a term, suckers and bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the government or media wanted to hide what's going on in the society, the reality, they make the public just focus on entertainment and private issue of so that's why now there that's why many public are enthusiastic about to know the celebrities private.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Okay, at this time I'd like to call the Deputy Leader of the Opposition.
이거 좀.
Okay, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Good evening. It's a wonderful day today, and we have some serious topic that's a big part of our society, and I believe that we oppose the topic. I'd like to rebut my previous speaker. The Deputy Prime Minister told us that celebrities have great mental stress. And I believe that's part of being celebrity. Because celebrity, you're supposed to get a lot of mental stress because there's a lot of focus on that person from many different people. So it's a natural part of being celebrity. If you are a celebrity, you should be able to bear the stress. If you can't, then I guess you don't have the mental ability to be a celebrity. Okay.
Here you are.
Okay.
Yes, the celebrity should treat treat other public's eye, but when it comes of her own job, there is a range. So yeah, it is right. They get a lot of focus, public focus, but we are talking about in terms of her own job. There is a boundary. So as a public,
I'm gonna get to that in my arguments. Once you listen to my arguments, you understand why that is not true. Our house's second argument is that the fans have the right to know about celebrities. First, if we don't allow anyone to know about the celebrities' private lives, then how about the fans who love and care about the celebrity? What are we going to do about the fans? What is fans supposed to be doing if they don't have the right to know about their celebrity? Is that even a fan? I don't think a fan can't be a fan if they don't know anything about the celebrity. And one big part of being celebrity is their history. Their history is really important. If you're a celebrity, you need to make sure your past history is clean, and you should be able to publicize it. For example, politicians, there are celebrities not only in music area, but also politics. And people have the right to know their past history, their private lives. If they don't know their history, how can the people can choose the right person? How can the entertainment company choose the right singer if they don't know about their private history? How are you even supposed to judge a person if you don't know anything about them? And another reason why the fan have the right to know is because if they don't have the right to know, there will be the communication between the fan and the celebrity will be significantly lower. For example, if a celebrity held an interview, if you can't even ask about their lives, can that even be called interview? You can't really ask anything. If that celebrity is a singer, the fan would probably ask, "Oh, I like your song," and that's about it. Everything you see on TV, it's already answered. So the fan wants to know about them. That's why they have interviews. How's your life, and how is it like being a celebrity? Is it wonderful? And do you have any children? You know, it's a natural thing. You cannot block that. The fans have the right to know. And the second argument of our house is that making celebrities' life private will damage the entertainment industry. First of all, since celebrities have their private lives protected, the entertainment industry themselves don't have the information about the celebrity. If they want to hire, or if they want a new celebrity, they cannot even pick who to choose. They cannot even decide who to choose because they have no information about the celebrity. They don't even know about their background, whether they graduated from high school or college, whether they have done crime in the past, whether their home is, their parents are fine, or if it's fine or not, they don't even know. So they have no information whatsoever. That will be a trouble for the entertainment industry. It will also hurt the journalists who especially work for the entertainment industry. What are they supposed to write about? You know, there's a lot of entertainment news about celebrities getting married. First of all, that would be out of the paper. And someone having a children, like if Kim Tae has a children, it will be a big news. But if you don't allow that to happen, then it's no fun. It's a big damage to the entertainment industry, and it will also be damage to the celebrity himself or herself, because she must be popular. She must try to become popular to be a celebrity. That's what celebrity is. You're popular. But if you don't have anything, any content to make people become interested in, how are you going to make them interested in you if you don't have any story to tell? Are you just gonna sing to them? Are you just gonna show off your ability? That's all. That's only part of being a celebrity. Their own personal history is another facet of being celebrity. That cannot be ignored. And thirdly, if we don't allow, since the entertainment industry satisfies our human nature, we as humans want to be happy and become happy, but if celebrities' lives remain private, we will be not happy. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Okay, at this time, I'd like to call the government whip.
올리는 걸로 그냥. 원래 이렇게 7분 7분하고 30초. 30 끝나면 원래 자동으로 이제 시간이 딱 복구돼요.
Applause for government whip.
Okay, I'm going to come this place again. So I will start with opposite side opinion. And I think the opposite side it insists the private groups of celebrities should remain private, but they are opposite side of the private lives of celebrities should remain private. And they insist the three reasons. First is the band, and second is the entertainment industry, and third is just two. Okay, I will correct. I will correct. First is the pen, and second is the entertainment industry. And first, they say opposite side says pen, and most of pen want to know the celebrities of private life, and they want to know many things. But if pen want to many things too much, and then it goes to make bad thing, and it is pen, right? It is pen. I think it is harmful thing and damaging people, so it's not good. And then second thing, entertainment industry. There are many commercial things that are right. So I think celebrity is one kind of job, just job, not people, not their level. Celebrity and just and celebrities personality is not important. Their ability is important. If singer who is the very singer whose ability is to sing very well, and he is selected by singer. An actor is too.
PY? How about celebrities like Oprah Winfrey? She became really popular because she communicated with her fans or many people that like her.
Oprah Winfrey?
Yes.
I think Oprah Winfrey make always communicate with their fan, and then she always she always make her personality every day new. Oprah Winfrey always make her fan. I always try to communicate with her fans, and she make new thing in her personality. So it is one kind of her ability, I think. So she is very famous in her industry. So she was hired in the TV show and keep her TV show now, I think. And commercial thing is very important, but it's just job. So they don't want suffering from the main thing without job. Or if we are suffering without our job and we are going to crash it, celebrities are same. They are same people, same human. So if they got stress, they get upset from the other thing, without job, their job. They always going to crazy and sometimes they commit suicide themselves and they get depressed. So I think it's not good. And thanks for listening my bad explanation and I will finish it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Very much. Okay, at this time I'd like to call the opposition whip to the podium, please.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm again as a weak speaker, and I'm really sorry for delivering that speech when I came here as a leader of operation, and I'm going to upgrade my speech. Then before taking get crash point, and let's talk about the rebuttal, which is raised by the government side. And we think that just public information, the public information is given to anyone, and anyone is free to use it for the election purpose or for anything. There is no question of that. And we are freely able to use the public information. But what about the private information? Private government side says that private information should be kept private too. But we strongly disagree. Because the public information is not enough. It's not enough to make decision, or especially in case of election event, or in case of judging whether who is really right or not, or whether he is really attractive or not, and whether he is sincere or not. In many cases, public information is not enough to make decision, and private information is strongly needed. That's our point. And the previous speaker also said that there might be side effects. There can be side effects. There may be anti-fan group. They gather each other, and then they may send wrong message, and they may also distribute wrong information to the public. That may occur. But we would like to say on opposition, say on government that no system is perfect. Judging from the benefit that we are going to gain, that we have to go for private, go for opening private life celebrating. We are going to choose that instead of public, instead of very narrow public information use. Then that is our point. And we also keep thinking that the interaction between the fan and celebrity is very critical, very important, because what makes ordinary people fan is such a relationship between the fan and the celebrity. If celebrity does something and the fan will quickly response to the activity of celebrity. That is what makes trust between the both group. And I think that that's what really is, and I'm going to go to crash. I found a crash point between the influence and individual problem. I also got, and this is my first crash. And let's cover my crash point. What about influence? as I have already told you, the influence that celebrity has is too great. Too great. It cannot be ignored. No one can dare or underestimate influence of celebrity. And they also said that private information may be abused, and private information may cause individual problem. It may easily burden celebrity, and it may make them frustrated and hurt them. Yeah, that's true. But what about the number of celebrities? They are not there only few of our society. But what about the fan group, or what about the ordinary group of people? Their millions, their number is millions. And what about celebrities? Their number is at best less than thousands and hundreds. So millions of people will benefit by private information, and they are going to be happy with them, and celebrity may be sad because they are easily feel hurt, but they are only few. That we think that majority can be, and minority can be unhappy or hold the interest of majority. That's what democracy is. That can be also applied in this case. Because ordinary people need information about celebrity. Public information is not enough, and then in order to make better decision, private information is also needed. And also teenagers also need information about celebrity, to make their dream come true. And to learn from celebrity, and to know how they behave is very important for them. It can be good learning material. If they does wrong, if they does good, or they can directly learn from it. If they do wrong, then they can reflect the celebrity in order not to repeat the same mistake made by the celebrity. So both things are okay, both things are good. We think that also, as our handsome speaker already told you, the qualification of celebrity seems to be a little bit harsh. But in order to celebrate, the potential celebrity should be able to tolerate any mental burden or any mental attack committed by the ordinary group of people or anti-fan. There is, we think, the prerequisite to be the celebrity. So, because celebrity is very responsible, takes a very important role. So, we think in this way, thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now we'd like the reply speech from the opposition party. First, please.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here again for the reply speech. I will deliver reply speech for the opposition side. We have three arguments. Our first argument is that celebrities are a role model to our society. So, because they are a role model, because they are an important person in our society, they should be beneficial to our society. The society can learn from what they do because they are role models. A president can be a role model. For example, Barack Obama, he could be a role model for young children in the US or the world. Likewise, other celebrities could also set a good goal. Learn from the celebrity. So the role of celebrity is important, and their private lives
is also important. What they do can be of benefit to our society and world. Our second argument is that the fans have the right to know about their celebrity. The fans, they should know the history of celebrities they like to choose what celebrities they are going to be fan for. And fans also have the right to know because that will allow the communication between the fan and the celebrity. And it also reflects the fans' right to know. Our third argument is that making celebrities' life private will damage the entertainment industry. First of all, the entertainment industry will not have enough information to pick proper celebrity, and also the journalists are going to have difficult time what to write about if they don't have the information from the celebrity. And it will destroy the entertainment industry, and it will cause a problem in our society because many people in our society depend on the news and the fun news and interesting news from the celebrity. And many Koreans especially, they always talk about celebrities' lives, what they did on the television. That's all their private life actually. So it fulfills the human nature, the need for the fun from the celebrities. And that was our arguments. That was the opposition team's arguments. And before I end this speech, I'd like to say, I'll just end. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. All right, at this time, our final speech for this debate, the government advice speech, please.
4분짜리인데.
Let's get ahead.
딱 4분이네요. 딱 4분이네요. 정확하게.
Okay, I would like to summarize our department argument and conclude concluding remarks. Okay, the first argument of our department is that Constitution designate that we have our basic right to pursue happiness. And more in detail, Article 17 clearly states that humans' private life and their secret and their freedom should be guaranteed. Yeah. So before, many celebrities are public workers. They are each of them is just an individual, just like us. So our department thinks that they, as an individual, as a social member, they should have a right to protect their private lives. And if they don't want to expose their own private life, they should not. They have the right. They just don't tell their private lives. And the second argument is that the invasion of private lives of celebrities can cause severe mental stress and suffering from depression. And when the stress is too much, the celebrity decided to commit suicide, or they just avoid meeting other people in their relatives and family members. For a good example, many female actresses or singers and announcers are scared of they are the fact that they are monitored by many other unknown people. So they feel scary about that, and also as a worker and public worker, if the fact of divorce are released to other public, the public have the particular point of view, prejudice about them, so it can harm to keep going on their working. So that is another problem. And the last thing is that the dignity of human can be decreased when the private lives of celebrity used as just commercial benefit. So when government or media wanted to change our public focus to other things, they used to release certain private lives of celebrities. So that is the problem. So and many media has a competition to open the private life of celebrity first. So that's why the information or source of private lives are traded in a big amount of money. Finally, I'd like you to just imagine that if your parents or your boyfriend or girlfriend wanted to know about you too much or too deeply, you sometimes said, "Are you stalking me?" or "Are you monitoring me?" And you're very upset and very uncomfortable with that. Then just think about that. The public or the because said that even the fan, they are not family and even girlfriend or boyfriend, right? But if they wanted to know too much about celebrities, except their working area, then that is too big problem to give them stress. And if the public gives them stress, they are not fan anymore.
Okay, thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you very much. All right, that concludes tonight's first debate.
친척이 알라고 하면은 우리라도 기분 나쁜다 그런 얘기 아니에요?
Do you want some feedback?
Sure. Could you stand up?